Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're going to be talking all about my garbage. This is the beauty trash and this is everything that I have used up in the month of July. I have said in every single one of these videos that I love Empties videos. You really get just the best sense of how somebody feels about something when they've used it from start to finish. And for me, I've got a pretty big basket this month, so I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and break into it. Now there is one thing in here that is a declutter, so we'll talk about that first. This is a sunscreen. This is from First Aid Beauty. This is the Weightless Liquid Mineral Sunscreen with zinc oxide SPF 30 broad spectrum. I've used this twice and I hate it. It feels like an exfoliator. There is a grit in here and I don't know why. And I tried to go on to Sephora, Ulta, and the First Aid Beauty website to see if anyone else had that issue. And I don't think this is even sold anymore, so we're just gonna go ahead and check it. You guys know I don't take decluttering lightly, but it hurts, so we're not gonna use that. Okay, so let's break into, what do we wanna do first? Let's do some hair care first, because I have a few hair care items in here. So let's go ahead and chat briefly about them. I think that's all from the hair care arena. So the first thing that I have is my spray-in leave-in conditioner. This is from Kristen S. I picked this up at Target a while ago and I actually quite liked it. I have complained in the past about spraying conditioners because I feel like they just don't do anything, but more importantly, they leave my bathroom floor a death trap. You get that weird sort of slickness and I'm a clumsy gal. So this one didn't do that. I felt like it did a nice job of kind of just detangling my hair, giving it a nice light moisture without making my floor slick and slippery. So that is definitely one that I would consider picking up again. I have other sprays that I need to work through first, story of my life, but that's one that I did like and I would recommend. Something that for me I didn't really enjoy and can't really recommend. This is from Pacifica. This is the Scalp Love Rosemary Mint Serum. I didn't feel like this did anything for me. I purchased this a little while ago when I felt like my scalp was just really itchy and I hadn't really changed anything about my hair care routine. I wasn't using anything new. I wasn't doing anything different, but I felt like I was really itchy. So I thought, well, maybe there's some sort of buildup on there. And so I purchased that and I just didn't feel like it made any difference at all. So I used it all up, but it's not something that I could personally recommend. Everyone has different hair types. Mine is thick and textured and kind of gnarly. So for me, it didn't. If you have a different hair type or a different skin type, scalp type, whatever the case might be, you might have a better result with it. But for me, it is not going to be a repurchase. I also used up a foil pack. This is from Alterna. This is their Caviar Anti-Aging Restructuring Shampoo and Conditioner. I don't know. I used it once. I will say that I didn't love the scent. It definitely had a bit of a licorice scent to it, like black jelly beans, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I didn't hate it. I didn't like it. I didn't have any sort of opinion about it because it's a one-time use foil pack, but I got it used up. Let's also move on over to skincare with everything that's in here. Yeah. Okay, so we'll put those in makeup, that's fine. Speaking of one-time use, I do have a sheet mask in here. This is from Dermal. This is the Acai Berry Collagen Essence Mask. I liked it just fine. I enjoy sheet masks. I have said that I will not purchase them moving forward because they're terribly wasteful and they are very bad for the environment. But I'm going to use through the ones that I have. This is one that I had, so I used it, relaxed for 15-20 minutes or so, rubbed the serum in, and I liked it. But that's all I have to say about it. I did also use through this here. If you've been following my A to Z project plan, you know that I loathe and despise this product. This is the e.l.f. Keep Your Balance Toner with hyaluronic acid, aloe, and witch hazel. Stuff is horrible. The second ingredient in it is alcohol. It feels like I am rubbing Everclear on my face. Don't enjoy it, don't recommend it, will never repurchase. I did also use through this guy right here. This is from The Ordinary. This is their Squalene Cleanser. I picked this up a few Sephora sales ago because I had been watching a lot of recommended videos, and I want to say it was Patty Alonso had talked about that this was a great gentle cleanser, and I was like, well, that sounds exactly like what I want. What she didn't mention, and I did not do my due diligence in researching, is that this is more of a pre-cleanse, and I didn't hate it, but I didn't really like it either. So I have a few thoughts on this. It was definitely quite hydrating, and that I will definitely appreciate about it. However, it did not do the best job at fully removing my makeup. Now, I, in my opinion, have kind of the gold star standard of the Pharmacy Green Clean. That stuff's outstanding. It's amazing. This fell short. It didn't fully remove my eye makeup in most cases, and there were times when it stung my eyes. My biggest complaint with it, though, is that it didn't melt down very well, and so because it was kind of a thick jelly-like consistency, like a jelly balm sort of thing, I felt like it really tugged at my skin no matter how much I tried to work it to get it warmed up and kind of emulsify. It felt like it was tugging and tugging and tugging at my skin, and I didn't realize how dramatically it was until I finished this and went back to my Green Clean, and that stuff is just so silky and perfect. In a pinch, yes. Is it the worst pre-cleanse that I've tried? Not by a long shot, but is it something that I would repurchase? And the answer is no. It is a whole lot cheaper than the pharmacy, though. I'll give it that. I did also use up a sample of the Tarte Drink of H2O. I like this. I've gone through, I think was a full size of this in the past, and at least one other small one like that. It is a very nice sort of basic moisturizer, and it is one that I like, and one that if I weren't working through about a million moisturizers, I would consider repurchasing, especially if you've got sensitive skin or you're prone to kind of, I don't know, flare-ups, I guess, of kind of dry, angry skin. That's a nice way to calm it. But honestly, if that were the case, what I would actually pick up first is my Believe Aqua Cream or Aqua Bomb. Either of those are absolutely flawless. So it's a good product. There are better, but it's a good product. All right, let's look at my one body care item. And that is this right here. This is from Sugar Rush, which is the, I guess, sister brand of Tarte. I think Tarte's trying to target a younger audience with this line. But this is the cake butter. It's just a sample size, and I loved this. I really did. I loved this. I thought it smelled absolutely delicious. I mean, cake butter is the perfect name for it because it did. It smelled heavenly, and I would get compliments when I would wear it if I was out in public, because I've had that for a while and I used up, I think, about 2/3 of it before setting it to the side, and I most recently pulled it into my 50 Shades of Purple project pan where I finished it off. But before that, I would get compliments when I would wear it out in public, and I really liked it. I would very much consider getting a full size. Again, I have a ton of other body lotions that I need to be working through first, but if all of those were to disappear and I needed to purchase a body butter, that would be a top contender for sure. It was really, really lovely. And that just leaves makeup. There's a lot in here. I had a good makeup use it month. So this on top, this is from Caudalie. I guess technically this might have been skincare, but I used it as a setting spray. This is from Caudalie. This is their grape water. It was fine. I'd had it for an extremely long time, so I have no idea whether or not it was expired. If it could expire, I don't know, but it was fine. It was in an aerosol little thing. Still kind of spurts just the smallest bit out, but it was fine. Is it worth $10? Probably not. Is it something I'm going to repurchase? No, not really, but I did enjoy using it, so there's that. Oh, I finally finished off my Aqua Petite Jelly from Halika Halika. If you guys have been around with me for a while, you know that I dedicated the entire year of 2019 to this product. Was it 2019 or was it 20? It had to, I have no idea. I dedicated an entire year to this baby, and I still wasn't able to get it used up, but I finally did, and I'm really excited because it was a lovely product. I have no objection to it. It's just really nice to get through a full-size product, especially when you have a makeup collection that looks like mine. So very excited about that. I did also use through a couple of mascaras. This is a deluxe sample from Tarte. This is their Lifted mascara. I liked this a whole lot more than I expected to. I didn't get as many uses out of it as I would have liked, but I have no idea how old this sample is. I really enjoyed the brush. It is a very slim, tapered, natural bristled brush, which I really like because it allows me to really get in there and get every lash up to the root line. I really liked it. It is a dark brown mascara, which I never thought that I would enjoy. I have always been like the blackest of black mascara lovers. But this I actually really liked. I enjoyed the staying power, and I can't see myself going out and buying it just because I have so many other mascaras in my collection. But it's a really nice mascara, stayed put, didn't flake or smudge on me, so it is one that I recommend. I have two deluxe samples of sunscreen. This one here is from Drunk Elephant. This is the Umbra Tint Physical Daily Defense Broad Spectrum Sunscreen 30. This was fine. This was fine. I appreciated that it was not white. It was on the thicker side. It went on very similarly to almost like a cross between a primer and a tinted moisturizer without having a lot of tint. Like it wasn't a standalone tinted product, but it had that kind of look to the product itself. And I hope that makes sense, but it meant that I didn't get white cast. I liked the way that it soaked into my skin. It left my skin feeling very hydrated and very nice. So I did like it. I don't love that it's only an SPF 30. And to be honest, I feel like Drunk Elephant is overpriced anyway. So it's not something that I would purchase or even something that I can fully recommend, but I did enjoy using it. And if it came back into my collection, I would happily use it again. What I actually really loved is from Lancome. This is their UV Expert Aqua Gel Defense 50. I think I've got another one of these kicking around in my collection. I loved this so much that over, I guess it was the 4th of July weekend, I think this was on sale at Sephora. I almost bought it. I didn't because I've already got a lot of sunscreen that I need to be diligent in working my way through. But this was really good and one that is on my short list for repurchase. So I really did like that a lot. And then finally, I have two last products. I have a primer. This is from NYX. This is the Marshmallow Primer. I will spare you my righteous indignation, but I really enjoyed the product itself. Again, this is one that I would very strongly consider picking up in a full size. I am a broken record. I have a lot of other primers that I need to work my way through before I go looking for more primers, unless I'm just trying something new for some reason. But no, this was really nice. I loved every moment that I used this. Really good, definitely recommend. And then the last thing, I finished up a whole pan of eyeshadow. This was just a cream colored matte shadow. This was from Wet n Wild, from a depotted Wet n Wild palette. And yeah, I used the whole thing. It's so exciting to me. I almost never hit pan, let alone finish off an eyeshadow in its entirety. So for me, that is extremely exciting, and I'm very glad that I have that. So yeah, this was a really great month for me as far as use-ups go. How was this month for you? Did you use through a lot, or are you one of those people that kind of goes in waves where either it's a really great month or everything is brand new? I feel like I tend to fall into that category sometimes. As always, everything that I am wearing will be linked in the description box below, and if you have not yet subscribed, I hope that you'll consider doing so. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you are having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.